Alright, if you haven't had internet access until just now, you probably haven't realized that, oh, Cons of Tarkir spoilers are out. Woohoo! 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 I'm super incredibly crazy. Oh, I am so excited for these new cards. I get excited for every set basically. But these in particular because they have they're like Bad Wolf cards basically. I get to play exactly how I like and what I want to play. They're like building a set of cards just for me. I love them so much. They're so good. And we're going to be devoting a whole bunch of time to doing like spoilers and stuff and talking all about Cons of Tarkir because it's awesome. But this last week we've had a whole bunch of spoilers and haven't been able to really look at it. But we're going to right now, and you're going to see what Bad Wolf's favorite cards are from these spoils that I am super excited to play. Because seriously, some of them are awesome and amazing. And I want full play sets so I can build decks around them and play with them all the time because I'm so excited and they're so good. The first one we have is Ankle Shaker. How cool of a name is that? Ankle Shaker. He sounds like he's so much fun. It costs 2 colorless, a red, a white, and a black, so he's in the Mardu clan, which means he's basically aggressive and aggro, and that's what they want to do. That clan is just attack. I like attacking. This definitely is one of the clans I'm very tempted to play at Private Leagues. So he's a 2/2 for 5 mana, but he has haste, and whenever he attacks, creatures you control gain first strike and, oh, guess what? Death Touch until end of turn. He gives everything Death Touch! Everything Death Touch and first strike, so your creatures aren't gonna die! They're not gonna die because they're gonna kill it on first strike and then they'll still be alive and, I don't mind paying 5 mana for this guy at all. Seriously, I want a full playset of him. He's awesome, and I'm super excited because I love playing with Death Touch things. I love killing things, and the fact that he gives it first strike and Death Touch means I can kill things and keep my stuff alive to do it all over again. It's so good, so much fun. Oh, all right. I gotta calm down a little bit because the cards that they just keep getting more and more exciting. Alright, so the next card that I am super excited to display because it kind of leans toward my more crafty and rude side of making people hate me when I play Magic because they can't play, basically. This card is Clever Impersonator. It's 4 mana, 2 colorless, and 2 blue. It's blue. I know it's blue, and I'm saying I like playing this card, so it must be really good. It starts off at a 0/0, but you know what? That's okay. Because when it enters the battlefield, enters the battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent. Any non-land permanent on the battlefield. So anything that's not a land. You've got, all the creatures, all the planeswalkers from N15 and stuff like that. Yeah, this guy could be a copy of that card. Basically, you pick what the best card is on the battlefield and go, I'm going to copy that for 4 mana. Seriously, they have no chance. It's just mean. And even if it gets bounced back to your hand, you play it again and you're like, oh yeah, so now this is better, I'm going to make a copy of that. This card is going to be so much fun to play with because who doesn't like using what their opponent has against them? That's my favorite thing to do. Stealing my opponent's win condition and just using it against them. It's going to be so much fun. He looks really exciting. Alright. This card has me written all over it, and it makes me so happy that I even thought to print this because I wouldn't even have thought of this card. It's Ruthless Ripper. 1 mana, a black, for a 2/2. But, there's a but to this. Oh, and it has Death Touch. Why else would I be talking about a 1/1 for 1 if it didn't have Death Touch? Because those are my favorite. You can play this out for 3 mana as a morph creature, so it'll be a 2/2 for 3 mana, but that means you put it face down and your opponent doesn't know what it is. And then, all you have to do is reveal the black card in your hand. Granted, you're giving your opponent information. That's okay. That's okay. Reveal a black card from your hand, you get to flip it over, and it becomes the Ruthless Ripper, and not the 2-mana or the 2/2 creature that it used to be. So, for instance, since this morph ability is basically like an instant-ish, you can do it at any time. You leave black card in your hand, your opponent swings with all his big things. All you have is, a couple of creatures in this 2/2, morph ability, and they swing with all their best stuff, of course, because why wouldn't they? Yeah, so you show them, here, I have this black card, flip over my Ruthless Ripper, put in front of their really big thing, which is now going to die. Oh, and when you turn it face up, your opponent loses 2 life. And now their biggest creature and threat is gone because they didn't know you had something that could kill it. Ah, surprise! Yeah, I'm super excited, super excited to play this card because surprise, I'm a jerk. Yeah. Plus, it's a human assassin. Whenever I do role-playing games, I'm always end up being a knife-throwing assassin, and that's basically this card. I'm gonna get my face painted on it. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, I have to talk about this red card because everyone knows I like red a lot, and what I like more than red is, being a dragon. If I could be a dragon, I would be a dragon. And I'm really jealous of this guy because he gets to be a dragon. It is Sharkin. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing things, so just bear with me. I'll get most of the words in this right, but just probably not his name. Sharkin the Dragon Speaker. He's a dragon. He talks to dragons. He has cool fire eyes. He's like this dragon dude. He's awesome. He costs 5 mana, 3 colorless, 2 red, and he starts off with 4 loyalty. His +1 ability, until end of turn, he becomes a 4/4 dragon. That has, flying, indestructible, and haste. He's a 4/4 flying dragon. He's just like, bam, I'm going to transform into a dragon, and then I'm going to hit you for 4. Because I can fly, and I have haste, and I'm indestructible, and you can't kill me. Yes, and that's his +1 ability. I love it. I might just plus him, and I'll have a Sharkin with over 100 loyalty. Well, probably not that far. My opponent will probably concede at some point. But if I could just plus him forever, I would. His -1 ability, you get to deal 4 damage to target creature. So if you have something that's, being a big problem for you, just -4, kill it off the board. Yay, you're good. You don't get to be a dragon that turn, but you can get rid of something that you need to. Even though you're not a dragon. It's kind of sad. I'd rather be a dragon. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do. His -6 ability is you get an emblem with, at the beginning of your draw step, you get to draw 2 additional cards. Yes, let me double check. Yeah, 2 additional cards, so you get to draw a total of 3 cards. And then at the beginning of your end step, you have to discard your entire hand. This thing is dangerous, and I kind of dig card drawing things like Active Impulse from M15, where you basically, flip over a couple cards, and if you can pay the mana cost for them, that's good, otherwise they're exiled for the rest of the turn. That is exactly what it is. Basically, you deal with what you have in your hand. There's no holding anything in it. This is definitely not for a deck with counterspells and stuff, because if you get that emblem, you're not going to be using those counterspells. You have to use them on your turn, and your opponent's probably not going to be casting much on your turn. So yeah, basically, you have to deal with what's in your hand. Hopefully you have enough mana to play it, and then you just discard it and get the new stuff. It's a very good conditional emblem. I like it because it just adds that element of luck, and I don't know. It makes it a lot of very interesting to play with him and get that emblem out of it. But seriously, I like his +1 ability a lot. I'd +1 the crap out of him all day because I want to be a 4/4 flying dragon every single time. Alright, some other cards I'm really excited about are, they announced the fetch lands. There are going to be 5 fetch lands reprinted. And I'm really excited about that because I think probably going to be getting into Modern, and it's going to make the cost of good lands go down, and it'll be a lot of good and a lot easier to get into Modern for me. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Not on a pure Khans of Tarkir perspective, but on an overall arcing, I want to get into more formats kind of thing, and it'll be a lot easier if the price goes down, because honestly, I don't want to spend $1 bajillion on land. This will help, hopefully. Although it doesn't have the colors I want. That's okay, it's got some red, I should be fine. So let me know what you're excited for about Khans of Tarkir. What card is your favorite that they've spoiled so far in the comments below? Like this video and subscribe for more.